What's up, guys and gals, friends and pals? Welcome back to Andy's American Adventure. Today is a tabletop adventure. That's right, folks. This is a table. It has a top, and this is the adventure. So I know what you're thinking. Guys, we are like just a few days away from Christmas. What am I going to do? What am I going to get for the fisherman or woman in my life? What am I going to get them for Christmas? They're so hard to buy for. I know nothing about fishing, or even if you do know a lot about fishing. This is going to be the top 10 best last minute Christmas gifts for the year of 2025. And as a bonus, I'm going to throw you 5 excellent stocking stuffers. And if you're really good, I might even include one epic gift option at the end. As always, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share. If this video helps you out at all, go ahead and throw me a like. That's free to do. Helps me out tremendously. So we're going to go over, like I said, the top 10 gifts that you can get someone that fishes in your life for Christmas this year. And you can get these a few different ways, okay? So you can, of course, you can go to Facebook Marketplace. You can go to like a pawn shop or a secondhand shop. You can go to a retail store, and of course you can always shop on Amazon. They have really quick shipping that'll get it to you in a very quick time, and it'll tell you how soon it'll be to your place. So if you need it before Christmas, just check, and you're going to purchase from Amazon, just check, see when the delivery date is. That brings up a great topic, or that brings up a great point. I will have some links in the description down below. These are going to be Amazon affiliate links. That means that if you click on my links and end up buying something, doesn't have to be the item that I link, but if you buy anything from your shopping adventure on Amazon through any of the links down below, I will get a small commission for that. It's a great way and a great free way to help the channel if you're going to go shop on Amazon anyway. Go ahead and start your adventure down there right with one of those links. Like I said, they're Amazon affiliate links, and I will get compensated for that in some form or fashion. It doesn't add any extra money onto the purchase price. It just comes from the revenue of the sale itself. Now that that's out of the way, let's get to item number 10. Item number 10 on my list, you cannot find on Amazon. This is going to be the one, but I will have it linked down below. This is going to be one item that you cannot get on Amazon, and you specifically have to go to the manufacturer to get this. And that is a fishing application for the smartphone. Okay, so there's 2 that I want to go over. Number 1 would be Bass Forecast. Now, Bass Forecast is a great application. They do have a free version, but what we're talking about here is the pro version. And the premium features, well, let me just show you what the regular version has. It'll give you this Bass Forecast rating. You see that right there. It says 8.9. That's an epic day. The Bass Mood, they're going to be an epic action. It gives you top baits. Now, in the free version, it doesn't give you all top 5. But it does give you, and you can go for a specific lake. It'll give you the rating for that day. This is a bad graphic right here. That says Bass Forecast is 8.4, and that's only good. That's not, like 8.4 would be good, but it would be over here. But anyway, it'll show you top baits, how to present them, like the speed and everything. And one of the coolest things about this application is that it actually has barometer, wind factor, sky conditions, lunar, fishing times. Like, check that out. And what I consider to be the coolest thing about this application is, let's say one of your top baits is a crankbait, a deep crankbait. You can click on that, and it's got multiple videos showing you where to throw it, what color to use, how to retrieve it, what gear to use it on. It's extremely in-depth, and it's a very cool. So the premium features, so check this out. At the time of recording this, for 1 year subscription is $29.95. That's an entire 12 months. And with that $29.95, you get a free $20 Tackle Warehouse gift card, a $25 Omnia Fishing gift card, free Bass University membership, and then some discounts off of some other websites here. With those 2 gift cards alone, you're technically making money. So if the application is $29.95 for a year, you're making like $15 off of gift cards alone, and that's real money. You don't have to spend $100 to get that gift card. That's just $20 gift card and a $25 gift card to those 2 websites. I know this from experience. I have this application. I have used that gift card to buy baits every single year that I renew this application. One more quick tip on the Bass Forecast Pro, which is the $29.95. So you can look 10 days in advance on the Pro feature, okay? And it'll also show you the top 5 baits for that, whatever body of water you're at. It'll also show you the top 5 baits for no cover, weeds and grass, wood, rock. You know, it kind of shows you all that kind of stuff. So very cool application. A lot of information for a really low price, $29.95 a year. That's like, I don't know the math on that, but that's a little over $2 a month. You really can't beat that. The second application I want to go over real quick is the Deep Dive application. This is a really cool application. It has a lot of data for people that are really technical. It's got inlet and outlet water flow portions of the lake. It has wind effects maps. It has all kind of maps that you can go in and out of, and it also shows you what the best baits are. You can change your conditions, and you can also pick your body of water, but you can change your conditions: clear, stain, dirty, your wind settings, if you're throwing into cover, no cover, shallow, offshore, however you're going to do it, and what time of day. At the time of filming this application is $79.95 for a year. It seems like a lot, but it's really not, because you get a ton of killer information. And this app usually gives you like way more than 5 top baits for the day, and it'll rate them based off this little like 10 box line here. But like I said, you can click on it. It'll also give you videos on how to throw it, what gear to use, what colors to use, and you can see 7 days ahead of time, different times of day. Excellent information in this app, like how stained water is. Like the maps on the Deep Dive application are absolutely bonkers, and I know even a lot of pros use this application when they're out fishing tournaments, just to get that edge and getting the information, tournament patterns. You get all kind of information, wind blow. You get all kind of information with this application. Like I said, at the time of filming this, it is $79.95, so it is a little bit more expensive than the Bass Forecast app, but man, it is a ton of great information. Let's move on to the 9th best gift that you can get the person who fishes in your life for Christmas this year. That is going to be a tackle system of some sort. Let's take a look here. Tackle systems, wide variety of options here. You've got the backpack style. This has been pretty popular lately. You also have like a sling style. You have giant duffel bags. You have, like if we scroll down here, and a lot of these bags come with actual boxes as well that fit into the bag. And they've got like tool holders and things like that. Nice big backpacks that even hold rods. You've also got, you can just get them some tackle trays, like 3600, 3700 size tackle trays. And of course, just old school tackle boxes. I'm not seeing any here for some reason. So you've got the bag options like backpack, slings, things of that nature, totes even. And then you also have options that are just old school tackle boxes, like the old Plano one tray tackle box. That is perhaps the #1 most selling style of tackle box on the planet. The reason for that is we've been using them for years, folks. We have been using tackle boxes just like that crack open with a clasp. We've been using those probably ever since like the 20s. They were probably metal back then. But anyway, you've got tons of different options. You can even get ones with some baits in there. So you've got sling packs, totes, all kind of different fishing tackle solution options for the fisherman in your life. And one more thing on the tackle system that I can put out there is, I promise you, if the person that fishes in your life already has a old school tackle box like this guy right here, get him a tackle tote or a tackle backpack. They're really going to like that. That's maybe something that they wouldn't buy for themselves because they've already got a system that does work. But this would be a really thoughtful gift for you to give them to help them know that, hey, you know what? I know you wouldn't buy this for yourself because you have other expenses going on and you already have a solution that kind of meets that need. But this is the latest and greatest thing. Why don't you try this? And I guarantee you that's going to get you extra brownie points this year. Moving right along, item number 8 in the top 10 best last minute Christmas gifts for the year of 2025 would be a sun shirt. Sun shirts have like a UPF, like a UV protection rating built into the shirt. So that's like these right here, these are 50 plus UPF. So think of it like sunscreen, 50 SPF, 50 UVF or UPF. Very similar. These help protect us from wind chafing, like if we're out on a boat or even on the bank on a very windy day. Wind, especially on a brisk day, wind can really damage your skin. And people don't think enough about their skin. Like when they're outdoors, like what we're not thinking about is chapstick. We're not thinking about sunscreen. We're not thinking about these things because all we're focusing on is going fishing. This will help the person in your life know, hey, I'm invested into what you're doing. I care about your health. I want you to feel good. And so I got you this sun shirt to help protect you from the elements out there. And you can get them with hoods like this one right here. You can get them with built-in face buffs to pull up over your mouth to help keep your lips from chafing and things like that. There's actually a really good brand made by another creator called Fin Fishing. And he makes excellent sun shirts that are made in the USA. And he's got some great channels too. He's a hammer of an angler, but a lot of his sun shirts have the hood and they have a buff, and like I said, they're made in America, so pretty cool option there. Another sidebar to the sun shirt, maybe they've already got sun shirts. Well, another thing you could do for them is make them a custom jersey. I know I got some jerseys on here somewhere. There you go. There's a fishing jersey that you can personalize with their name. So that's a pretty neat little thing too. And then one more quick aside, if you don't want to get them a sun shirt, maybe you don't like getting clothes for Christmas or whatever, you can get them some swag. Check this out. You got phone cases that are got like the little bruh bass. He's got a gold chain and a little backwards camo hat. That's funny. T-shirts. You got necklaces. I mean, you got all kind of like cool stuff. What is that? A rear view mirror accessory thing. There's posters, metal tin signs. I mean, there's all kind of stuff. Beer bottle openers, vintage wall decor type looking stuff, koozies. There's all kind of bass swag that you can get them that they're gonna love, because we want people to know that we're out there fishing. Trust me. As we go throughout our day, we are showing pictures to people. We are, if we see somebody in a fishing shirt, or, you know, they look like they might wear camo, so they might fish or hunt, we're talking to them. We are talking to them about fishing. We're talking to them about hunting. We're talking to them about the great outdoors. So anything that we have that we can have on our person to show that we're into that too, that's something that we like to talk about, that's the kind of stuff we like to get. Okay, that's going to carry us right along to gift number 7. Gift number 7 is a really neat gift. This is something that's really cool. Let me explain to you something about a mystery tackle box. What that's kind of become is like the Kleenex version of tissues, right? So if you say, hey, give me a Kleenex, it doesn't matter what brand you're getting a Kleenex, okay? Now, that's not to say that all boxes are created equally, because they're not. One of the most popular on the market is, in fact, the Mystery Tackle Box by Catch Pro. You can get these on Amazon. This would, of course, be a single thing. This is a $25 kit, and it's freshwater, largemouth, smallmouth bass lures. This has like typically like 5 to 10 baits in it that are really cool and unique. A lot of times, things that we may not buy for ourselves, but they're included in these tackle boxes. It's a cool way for us to venture out, for the fishermen to venture out and see new lures, new techniques, learn new things, and maybe get some stuff they would possibly not buy for themselves. Maybe they don't want to spend extra money on themselves, so they get the stuff that they usually use. They usually catch fish with. This is a cool way to venture out, see what else is out there, and there's different levels of this as well. You got like a standard mystery tackle box, and then you got things like this, the pro version here. That's got more baits in it. You've got the mother load. That's got a whole bunch of them in it. And you've also got different brands like the Guggen Squad Mondo kit. That's got like 6 baits in it. This advent calendar, it's a little late for that in the year, but you could get that. There's another Guggen deal. Rapala Bass Boombox. That's got 7 hand-picked bass lures plus a bonus item. So there's plenty of different options, and those typically range around $20 or so. These boxes typically range somewhere between like $20 and $35 for just like the basic one. Another cool thing that you can do from a lot of these things is do a subscription. So for one is like $20 a month. You get freebies with select plans. You can do a 4-month plan, 6-month plan, 12-month plan, and you can either pay as you go or you can save a few bucks if you want to pay for a whole year. You can get the regular box, you can get the pro box, you can get the elite box, and you see like the pro box has 6 to 8 items, a value of typically $160. The elite box typically $189. The regular box here, 4 to 6 items for 4 months, is $95, so you're saving a few bucks there. These things are really cool. You can cancel at any time. You can switch boxes, like if you want a different brand. If they fish largemouth, cool. If they want a trout box 1 month, you can switch to that. It's kind of a cool thing to do. One more little quick aside on the box deals, like subscription deals. Cast King this year has come out with what they call the Real Surprise Box. This is an $89.99 box. Inside, there is guaranteed to be a reel, either a spinning reel or a bait casting reel, worth at least that amount of money, plus baits or line plus bait, and tackle or a hat, or sunglasses, or tool. So you get like 4 to 7 items in this box, and one of those items is an entire freaking reel. That's like one of the super cool, like one of the coolest things you can get this year is what's inside the Real Surprise Box. And you can even win like special collectible stuff. Like a premium surprise box is hidden. 1 in 80 odds is going to get a premium reel. These things are like several $100s. You can potentially get that for $90. You got your standard stuff, and then it's just a super cool thing that you can do for your loved one. The Real Surprise Box, Mystery Tackle Box, any of these boxes are really neat. Like I said, a lot of times it's stuff that we may not buy for ourselves because we have other expenses we have to pay for, but we love to try other stuff. There's literally no limits in bass fishing or in fishing in general, so you want to try everything you can try. This would make a great and very thoughtful gift for the fisherman in your life. All right, folks, we are at gift option number 6 of the Last Minute Christmas 2025 Fisherman's Gift List. This is kind of genre, okay? This is what I consider to be like antiques and collectibles, all right? So things that you can get, antique fishing reels. Check this out. This is a $20 fishing reel. Look how cool that would be, like on the wall or on the desk. There's one for $29. There's a whole bunch of them for like $275. There's all kind of really cool. Look, that one's got a box with it. That's super awesome. That's like $35 shipped to your door. So you got all kind of awesome vintage fishing gear. There's a reel and rod combo. Very neat. Some of these things are really cool. This one here has the little pouch and everything. Of course, it's $325, but super rare, super cool item that you just can't find this stuff anymore, right? Like, obviously you can find it. It is obviously for sale on eBay, places like that. But you can't buy this new anymore. You can't buy a reel from 1921 brand new from the store anymore. It's just like not going to happen. And that stuff is really cool because we do like I said, these are like conversation pieces. We got buddies coming over to the house. You got your girls over for the night. They like fishing. You like fishing. You got conversation pieces now. This is $15 plus $10 delivery, $25. Look at how cool that looks, and that's made in Sweden. That's even cooler. I don't know why, but it is. I've never been there, but I would not like to go. Maybe when we get to a million subs, we'll travel to Sweden and fish. That would be wild if in a couple years from now we got to a million subs and we actually went to Sweden and fished. I have to bookmark that. All right, back to reality. Other options in the antique and collectible world would be antique fishing lures. Don't get scared by this one. That's $100. That's that's different. That's built different. Okay, that's pretty rare. There's one right there for like $20. Hand painted. It's got a little tin with it. Oh man, that is super cool. These creek chubs are so awesome. Why is it only showing me creek chubs? I'd like to see things other than creek chubs. Look at that lizard. That is bonkers. That is so cool. There's one for $50. Oh, what the hell? I'm gonna have to blur that out, but you can guess what that is. It's veiny and throbbing. Here's one over here. Vintage glass-eyed wood South Bend or Orono, whatever that is. So you've got different baits right here. Check out this. Oh, that is a super cool Fluger spy bait. It's got 3 hooks on it. This is what started the spy baits back in the day. You got all kind of really awesome vintage fishing lures that are all different kind of price points. Everything from like $15, $20 up to hundreds of dollars. These again are really cool. That's a cool one right there, the bomber. These again are really cool. Oh, cool. Smithwick Devil's Horse. Oh, those are baits that are still made today. It's kind of cool to see an old one. These are very neat. I have a ton of these in my collection, these little spoons. These are very neat to have. Like I said, you can make a shadow box out of them, hanging them up, just putting them on your desk even. Very cool conversation pieces. And then real quickly, let's get through a couple more in this genre of gift here. You could always do a taxidermy, like a replica taxidermy. There's like a vintage skin mount for $220, $175 on a piece of wood. Some of these older ones are actually real skin fish. A lot of the newer ones, well, pretty much all of the newer ones, are actually like painted replicas. As a fisherman, you take a bunch of pictures of your fish, have them professionally repainted as a fake, like plastic type mount. But I mean, you see, like, these would be awesome to hang in the man cave or the she shed. There's one right there, $58 right now. It's got 3 days left on the bidding. Very cool smallmouth. I mean, you got all kind of stuff. They're running between $100 and a couple $100 for these pieces. Would be a very cool gift. Again, conversation piece. Final thing in this category would be custom fishing photo or a mug or something like that they can put on their desk, take to work with them. Again, cool conversation piece. Lets the person that you love know, hey, I've put a lot of thought into this gift. I really am invested into the things that you care about, and I have chosen one of these things, and I think that you'll really enjoy what I got you for Christmas this year. You guys, we are halfway through the top 10 best last-minute fishing Christmas guide gifts for the year of 2025. Let's check out number 5. That would be sunglasses. Not just any kind of sunglasses, okay? As fishermen, we want polarized sunglasses. These polarized sunglasses are going to help us see through the glare on the water down to what's going on below, okay? You may hear the term bed fishing a lot, or sight fishing. Those two things are very hard to do without polarized sunglasses because the sun creates a glare on the top of the water and we can't see what's going on down there. It just looks like glared water. Think about if you look at a lake when you're out there, you're not wearing polarized sunglasses. What does it look like? It just looks like, a mirror. Everything's coming back at you. So polarized sunglasses is a really cool item that you could get for the fisherman in your life. And again, maybe, there's tons of different ranges for this, right? You have a wide price range for glasses, anything from like $25 up to hundreds of dollars for like the Costas or the Wiley X's or the Waterlands. Waterlands are actually relatively decently priced around $100, some cheaper, some more expensive. But they are polarized lenses. That is what you're looking for. Not just regular sunglasses. Check this out. This is a $100 kit. It's got all kind of different options and colors for different water types and situations. Very cool option that you can get for the loved one on your Christmas list that loves to fish. Christmas gift number 4. We're getting into some really neat stuff here, stuff that I would love personally to get for Christmas. Hopefully my family, friends are watching this video. If you are, make sure to leave a comment down below so that I know that you are here. Let's check out custom rod building supply kits. Yes, you can build your own fishing rod. This is a perfect gift for somebody that is decently handy, that is wanting to get like the ultimate experience, exactly what they want, or maybe it's a super cool thing to just be able to create your own thing and then go use it at the thing that you love to do. So what we're looking at here on Amazon, we have got custom rod building starter kit. This builds a fishing rod. Yes, so these things is everything you need to build a fishing rod. Mud Hole is a very popular brand in the build your own fishing rod kit. So they start around like the $100 mark, $120 mark, and go up from there. This is an advanced kit right here. The Mud Hole all-in-one fishing rod kit, $200. That's actually a fly rod. That's pretty neat right there. So you've got build your own fishing rod kits. And like I said, what would be cooler than having your own custom fishing rod? Not very many things, I can tell you that. Now let's say the person in your life that loves to fish is creative, but not super handy. Well, I've got a backup plan for number 4 here. How about a build your own lure or paint your own lure, custom lure blank kit? You have these little kits here. You can make your own blade baits over here and jigs. You can tie your own jigs with the skirts. You can tie your own spinner baits with the skirts. These are what we call lure blanks. These blanks can be painted like airbrush or even like with a brush if you wanted to, and coated with a clear coat. It's got eyes, it's got foil patterns. This has hook rings, split rings, hooks. It's got everything you need to make fishing lures. Same with this one over here. You've got some different fishing lure materials. These are really cool. I actually have a business where I paint custom fishing lures. I haven't released anything yet. We are right now prepping for the first drop coming at the beginning of the year 2026. We're looking at a February launch date for Gen 1 of Angler Innovations Lures, which actually there's a couple right over here and a couple that are in progress right here and here. These are custom lures that I've been painting. It's something I'm very passionate about. I think it's a great thing to do. It's a really low investment, low ceiling investment on something that is very enjoyable. Like, again, how cool would it be to catch a fish on something that your loved one painted? They would be talking about that to all their friends forever and ever and ever and ever. Okay, you folks, we are at the top 3 best last minute Christmas gifts for the year 2025. This would be a GoPro or an action camera. It doesn't have to be GoPro brand. We do have some options here on Amazon. There's a GoPro Hero. There is the AndysAmericanADV kit that says 5K. Will it really shoot 5K? I don't know. I've never used that one. But I do shoot videos on a fake GoPro, and I've also had a real GoPro. They're very neat. They're also very affordable. This Picasso, that's like $50. That's a pretty affordable gift because it's got everything you need, especially on these off-brand action cams. You really want to get something that has a waterproof camera because we like to get underwater release footage. Most of the GoPros are waterproof. Like it says right there, this one, that's a really cool one. That's hunter green, or forest green. I don't know why that's cool. Like, nobody would ever see that except for the person using it, but it's kind of cool. But yeah, so there's GoPros that range anywhere from, like $30, $40, $50 for a non-branded action camera, all the way up to several hundred for GoPro or DJI. DJI is another big player in the action cam game. But anyway, this is a really neat gift for the loved one in your life because I guarantee you they want to take pictures, they want to take videos, they want to share with their friends. Like I said, fishing is all about community. It's all about a conversation piece. We love talking about fishing almost as much, maybe if not more, than fishing itself. So this will make an excellent gift for the loved one in your life that loves to fish. Number 2 on the best last-minute Christmas gift for the year of 2025, we have cool baits. What do I mean by cool baits? Well, you got a few different things here. You have what's called a glide bait, and this can be had for as cheap as $19. Shoot, there's a soft bait version for $10. There's a Berkeley Power Bait Nessie glide bait, which is actually a very usable bait. You've got this Bass Pro Shops XPS Swerve Glide. Excellent bait. Honestly, severely underrated. It's only $19. And then you've got stuff that goes all the way up to $140 for the Clutch Swim Bait OG Glide Bait. You've got the 6 Cents Draw. That's on sale right there. Normally, that is a $40 to $50 lure. You can actually get those at Walmart, too. I've got a couple of them. Fantastic lures. You've got the Spro KGB Chad Shad. $180 for around $60. This is Bass Pro Shops XPS Boss Glide Swim Bait. That is in the style of the S Waver. So there's lots of cool glide baits. The baits in this category of what I'm calling cool baits are baits that we may not buy for ourselves because, like I said before, we might have other expenses, we might have other obligations. We're not going to get some of the cooler stuff that we want to try out, that we see people catching massive fish on the internet. We may not be getting that for ourselves because we have money to spend elsewhere that's not on our sport, right? So this would be a neat way to show the person that you love that you're dialed in, you care, and you want them to experience those things as well because they work so hard throughout the year getting everything else done, and you're going to take care of this one for them. In addition to glide baits, you've just got swim baits in general. A lot of these, like the Savage Gear 4Play Pro, see that's a multi-segmented swim bait. Shad, yes, you saw that on the glide baits because glide baits are a version of a swim bait. You've got the Buka Trick Shad. There are tons of swim baits, anything from like a soft swim bait, like the Mag Draft, which is super popular, the Zal Dangerous, their Bass Mafia Dangerous swim bait. The Saucy Swimmer is like a small swim bait. This is not really the type of swim bait that I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is something that typically runs like anywhere from like $10 and up. You've got a little like a little bluegill bait right there. The 6 Cents Trace Swim Bait. Excellent bait. 6 Cents makes a lot of really good stuff. And you got like the Fish Lab BBZ. There's all kind of different swim baits that you can get. There's the Mock Shad. That's a great bait. You can get those at Dick's Sporting. I know that none of the Dick's Sporting Goods around me carry any fishing inventory in the store, so I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. Another option in the cool lure category, Japanese baits. These things are all the rage these days. Everybody loves Japanese fishing lures. It's what's winning all the tournaments. I mean, it's just something cool, right? This little dookie bait right here, little turd bait, little beaver looking dookie thing. That thing, like, I would never, personally, I would never buy that. Well, I take that back. I have it. All right. But normally I wouldn't have bought that, right? But I see a ton of people catching fish on it. The Megabass Vision 110 jerk baits. These are super popular. You've got the Yamamoto Creature. Megabass. Anything from Megabass is technically a Japanese bait. Depths Sakamata. The Depths Sakamata Shad. Very cool. Yozuri 3DS Minnow. Yozuri is actually a bait that you can get in a lot of Walmarts. I'm a big Yozuri fan. I fish a lot of their stuff. A lot of the Megabass stuff. A lot of Raid stuff. All these things are Japanese style baits. You can see, obviously, these Megabasses are super popular. Super popular. And even on eBay, there's a lot of 9 JDM fishing lures, topwater jerkbaits, terminal plastics, bug bait for $85.45. So Japanese baits, pretty cool. Quick little addendum to Japanese baits. These things are all the rage right now. These little dice baits, that's like the thing right now. So dice baits, kind of like a little... Maybe I'll get you one of those because those are all the rage. You can actually get those at Academy. Academy Sports and Outdoors has the dice baits. They're made by Strike King. They have 2 different versions at Academy. They have the floating version and the non-floating version. Very neat. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally at the #1 best last-minute Christmas gift for the year 2025 for the fisherman in your life. That is going to be either a fishing reel or a fishing rod, or if you want to go extra crazy, a combo. And that just means rod and reel put together, okay? So let's check out some of these fishing reels. All different kind of price points. Again, like everything on this list, you've got affordable options, you've got wicked expensive options, you've got everything in between. This right here, there's just a list of Daiwas that they have on Amazon. There's the Regal. Or the Regal, rather. Very good, affordable fishing reel. The Daiwa Fuego. This $100, $110 price point is when you really start stepping into gear that's going to last a long time. It's very user-friendly, very usable, excellent stuff. All kind of good stuff. These are all spinning reels. There's also bait casters somewhere. And you don't have to, like, I'm not talking about a specific brand here, right? This is just what I typed in to get the best results visually that I could find. There's a Daiwa electric reel. That's actually like a saltwater reel. It's got a little yardage counter and everything. But like the Tatula, speaking of it, there's a Tatula Elite for $259. They also have a Tatula for like $120, I think. Bait casters. So you got bait casters and spinning reels. Both. Either one would be a very cool gift. In addition to that, you've another sidebar to the reel would be a good rod, a good fishing rod. I'm not talking about something from Walmart. I'm talking about something that you can get that's a good name brand. It's going to last a long time. It's got real good sensitivity on it so they can feel what's going on down there. I typed in the word Ducket here, but there are plenty of brands that you can check out. Ducket, big fan of. Dobbins makes great rods. Evo makes great, or Falcon makes great rods. Luz, of course, makes good rods. Shimano makes some good rods. There's tons of different really good rod companies. I just typed in the word Ducket here just because it's just a popular brand name. Also, brands like Cast King lately, the last year or so, Cast King has really, really stepped up their game. And because I used some of their stuff some years ago, and I was not impressed at all. I'll be really honest with you. I thought all the YouTubers were blowing smoke up my ass, and guess what? They were blowing smoke right up my ass. Tell you what, though, I've used some of their stuff lately. I've been pretty impressed. They've got some really good stuff. Their Royale, either the spinning and a bait casting version. Purple's my favorite color and the Royale is purple-based rods and reels. I think they're great. So really, really big fan of that. So Cast Kings, Ducats, like I said, all those other brands, rods would be a very cool gift. And then finally, in the number one category, we're going to talk about combos. Again, there's Cast King right there. That's a Centron. That's a decent little combo. $70. Here's a loose speed spin for $129. If you really want to get jiggy with it, you got the Mach series, Mach Jack spinning reel, the Mach 2 baitcaster reel combo. There's all different kinds of combos. There's all different kind of brands that are really good. I've already mentioned a handful of different brands. So again, to wrap up gift number one, I would say either a reel, a rod, or a combo that includes the reel and the rod. If you have stuck around this far in the video, I really appreciate your view. I hope you like and subscribe and share. And as promised, here are 5 bonus stocking stuffers for the fishing loved one in your life. And like I said, if you're really good, you pay attention real well, I might even throw in one big epic level bonus gift at the end of the video. Make sure to stay tuned to see what that gift is. So we're going to speed run these stocking stuffers because this video has already gone a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. Stocking stuffer number one would be a gift card. Cabela's, Bass Pro, Amazon, wherever you want to buy, Walmart even, wherever you want to buy your fishing gear at, get your loved one a gift card, throw it in their stocking. Stocking item number 4, fishing gloves. There's a couple different styles of fishing gloves. There's full finger, like these bad boys right here, and there's split finger. This is all split finger, all open finger. These are sun gloves is what they're typically called. The brand that I mentioned earlier called Fin Fishing, he makes some great sun gloves as well. And I think most of his are all fingerless. Then you've got like hybrid gloves that have some fingers, some without fingers. You can slide the finger over. Quick thing about gloves, you definitely want to make sure that they are like touch sensitive so you can still use your phone with the gloves at the same time. Item number 3 for the stocking stuffer this year is going to be fishing tools. So it can either be like a little kit like this with some pliers and a little hook getter and a fish grabber and line snippers and stuff. It could be some line, some good fishing line, fluorocarbon, like anything made by Seaguar is good fluorocarbon to make a great stocking stuffer. Or if you really want to go peak tool gift, a line spooler, a line winder machine. This one is for like spinning reels only. This will not work for casting reels. Berkley makes one that's about the $20 range that works for spinning reels or baitcaster reels. Great unit. I've got it. Use it all the time. Love it. Stocking stuffer number 2, fishing scale. I know you guys are tired of hearing about the lies from your fishing loved ones. They caught a 20-pound largemouth. They didn't. I promise you they didn't. Matter of fact, the chances of them catching a 20-pound largemouth are about as good as me seeing Sasquatch right now. Sasquatch is on the front of my hat. Stocking stuffer idea number 2 would be a scale. We prefer digital scales. That's right. Anything that's got a little screen on it that says what the number is, that's the ones that we like. Some really good ones. I haven't used this Cast King one. I have used like Rapala's. I've used the Bubba scales are really nice. They're also like $100 or more. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's any more on here that I've used. Anything made by Berkley is a good scale. Like, yeah, there's one of the Bubba scales right there. It's $100, but it's really cool because it holds up to 5 or 6 fish. So that's a neat deal. Bass Pro Shops also makes scales that you can get. But scales is a great thing. Maybe not something that all of us have on us at all times, but we probably should because it makes for a better story to know that that 7-pounder was actually a 7-pounder. The number 1 best stocking stuffer gift. This is a little bit of a curveball, but like I said, I'm going off of stuff that I like, right? As an avid fisherman, an avid outdoorsman, I'm going off of stuff that I like, that I would like to get. So this is just my list. If you have something that you think is better, did I miss something? Let me know down in the comments below. But stocking stuffer number one, rod socks. Yes, these are extremely important. Let me tell you why. I fish nearly every day, okay? And I have my fishing rods in either my SUV, or if I'm driving my other car, is a little two-door coupe. Yes, I have 7-foot, 7'3" fishing rods in a freaking two-door coupe. These are important because if I have more than one rod, not only is it offering protection from just like whatever is in the car, it also keeps them from getting tangled up with each other. Now, there's a couple different kinds. There's like this woven material, and then there's also like a neoprene. Neoprene is going to be like your more top tier. If I could choose just one, I would choose neoprene. Yes, it's a little bit more expensive, but hooks don't nearly get hooked into it as bad as they do with this woven stuff. The woven rod sleeves are good. They're good enough. They're not great. But one thing that tends to happen with these woven socks is your hooks can get stuck in them, and it's just really kind of a pain in the ass to get them out of there. My number one pick for stocking stuffers for Last Minute Christmas Guide 2025 would be rod socks. Okay, guys and gals, friends and pals, you have made it to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Wait, there's more. Like I said earlier, if you guys are really good and you make sure to stay until the end of the video, I will give you one epic level gift category. I can't even narrow it down to one. I'm giving you guys like 30 different options because each one has had like multiple different levels. But I promised you an epic level gift if you were a good boy or good girl and stayed to the end of this video, and that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you two options here for epic level gift. Like, this is going way above and beyond. Number one would be a guided fishing trip. You can go to websites like bassonline.com, pick your state, and go from there and find a guided event. Like, check this out, angler's guides, all these things. You can find these captains that will take you out on their boat. They'll give you all the gear you need, all the bait you need, all the lures you need. They will take you and they will put you on some fish. Obviously, the way fishing is, you can't make a wild animal do anything. So is it guaranteed that you're going to catch a 10-pound bass? No, it's not guaranteed. Matter of fact, there is a possibility that you might only catch a 2-pound bass. Now, the reality of the situation is, these guys are very good. They're very practiced. They fish these same waters every single day, so they know what patterns these fish are on. Could be a bass, could be shark fishing. I mean, there's so many different things to do. I would love to go on a guided shark fishing trip. I think that would be mega cool. So one of the epic tier gifts I have for 2025 would be a guided fishing trip in a state of your choosing for a species of your choosing. The other epic level gift that I have for you guys would be a boat. Yes, I mean a boat. So I'm talking about either it can be like a bass boat, like these bass trackers here for $18K. It could be like a John boat for $2,500. But a boat nonetheless. Great places to look at boats would be Bass Pro Shops, of course. But even better than that would be Facebook Marketplace. People are offloading boats, especially during this time of the year. People are offloading them for pennies on the dollar, and you can get absolutely epic deals from these folks because they just want to get rid of these boats because they're done with them. Boat stands for bust out another 1,000. Guess what? It's there's a reason the stereotypes exist, okay? Boats can be quite the expensive hobby, but as an avid bank angler and an avid boat angler, I do fully support the move to get a boat to get out there into fishing spots that not everybody can get to. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching this entire video. I know, like I said, it went a little bit longer than I expected it to go, but I appreciate you for watching until the end. I hope you guys got some great ideas. If you're the fisherman or fisherwoman in your life and you're sharing this with a friend, comment down below. Let me know what gift you would like the most. or if I missed anything, let me know down below. What did you get somebody that fishes in your life? What did you get them that I missed that was not on my list at all? It wasn't on my radar. Maybe I'll add it into the year for 2026. Again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that I was able to give you a little bit of relief in your last minute stress for Christmas shopping for the person that loves to fish in your life. Thank you so much for watching Andy's American Adventure. Please remember, like, share, subscribe. And if you're going to shop on Amazon, go ahead and start your shopping adventure down in one of those links below to help my channel grow just a little bit more. Thank you guys so much. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.